Welcome back to Pro Tips and Conversation. I'm your host, AC Pilot Zero. In case you didn't notice, my last video ended abruptly as my internet took a shit. I am back now. Right. So we're about to go in to fight the Schmelter. So here's what you can do to increase your odds here. There is the red small orange burr, which increases fire defense. So eat one of those. It lasts for at least a minute. You can also use aromatic ooze on your weapon. Magic damage. Anything not fire will help you out, but I think he might be slightly more resistant to lightning than magic. But anyway, it doesn't really matter. It's all adding just a smidge of damage anyhow. Right. So, you gotta watch out for that fire damage. You gotta watch out for, you know, just buff yourself. Make the fight short as you can, because he is tough. He also deals a lot of physical damage, so really you don't want to get hit in this fight. You need to practice against this guy and time your rolls and whatnot. That's my advice to you. So, get good, basically. Oh, really? I can't buff this thing. Oh, right, because it's infused. You gotta use a spell. Cool. In that case, I'll just eat one of these, and here we go. So again, he's heavily armored, which means blunt damage is where it's at. Big chunks. You can hit him while he's doing this stance, but he takes reduced damage. Just like anything else that's locked in animation, reduced damage. And remember, Luke Tail needs to survive for this to count for a quest. He might explode every time he does a jump attack. So you're gonna want to like back off and wait and see what happens. So you don't get freaking exploded on. See right now. Because that's huge damage when you get hit by that. Don't let it happen to you. Sometimes he'll do it, sometimes he won't. He's gonna blow. See if this will do the job. Oh, one more hit. Boom! Now that was easy for me, but I imagine it'll be tougher for you. Don't forget that every phantom you summon makes it harder to kill the boss. He gets more HP and defense. So, you might want to think twice if your plan is just to summon a bunch of people and have them kill it for you. Because if they suck, they're not going to be helpful. They're just going to make it harder. Nothing can replace good old get good. Right. Oh yeah, I swapped out my farm ring for this little bit more damage because he has no rare drop or anything, so. Yeah, if you're going up against a boss, you might want to consider changing out your farm gear just to get a little more advantage. If you come back here, you can fight the Pursuer for the second time to get the Ring of Blades +1. Yay! But don't leave the arena or he will despawn. You gotta stay inside the boss chamber for Smelter. Wow, he's not getting stunned today. He's had enough of my shit. Apparently. It's so funny, like, once you get good at this guy, you can just walk to avoid his attacks. Like, it's kind of sad. He's not a challenge anymore. Early on, though, he's a huge pain in the ass. I remember when I first played this game, I rolled Bandit. And Bandit has, like, the worst agility to start with. Absolutely terrible. And I didn't understand that, you know, agility makes it so that your rolls work better. Had no idea, because back then people thought that agility was, or adaptability was a useless stat. So that means all my rolls were getting caught by the Pursuer, and I was like, dude, what the hell? Like, he's so hard, erg. So, the first time I killed the Pursuer, no joke, I had to cheese him using fire bombs. Because getting close to him was death for me. So I had to just always be running away and just throwing fire bombs. And that's how I killed the Pursuer the first time. Very sad noob story. Pathetic. But true. And that just goes to show you that we all start somewhere, and eventually you'll get good. Okay, that's a lot of souls I got, so I'm gonna go spend them. So shooting for 19 adaptability is the next thing I want, and after that it's gonna be vitality. So I can carry some stuff. Because I'm getting close to the point where I'm gonna farm up my armor. But I want to work on my rolls first. So let's just confirm 19. Yep. Vitality after that. Okay, we're good. Alright, back to Iron Keep. The smelter was defeated. Okay. Let's check my gear. Farm. Yep. Wait a minute. Ooh, I can carry more weight now because I increased my... Yeah. Let's try for boots. Can I wear this? Nope. Okay. Cool. Small upgrade there. Ow. Damn you. Come on, guys. They attack pretty quick, so might want to back off and bait them. This guy, you just gotta run at him. If you wait too long, he will smash open that, I can do that too. Cool. Now we're the same. Twinsies. He'll smash this out, and then you have to leap over that. But if you charge right at him, it won't happen. So, get ready to fight here. Pulling this lever used to be the coolest thing ever, but not so much these days. Now you're going to want to rush over here ASAP because there's an archer guy that comes down and he will start shooting at you immediately. Here, big boy. He seems very confused. Whoa! Damn it. Ow! Okay. Be careful because when you engage this guy, a lot of the times there's a knight on that side that will rush over here. I'm not sure where he's at right. Oh, that must have been the guy who came up and stabbed me. But yeah, usually he'll be over there, and then when you engage this knight, he'll come up, stab you in the butt. So watch out for that. Large shards. Okay. Watch out for that guy down there. There's a lot of useless loot around here. Most of the stuff that's down on those fiery rocks you don't even need. It's just like a couple of pyromancies, but there's better pyromancies in the game. They're not even really that important. Ow. Whoop! Yeah, so usually I don't even bother. It's also kind of a lot of work to get those items. You gotta use absurd amounts of fire defense is really all it takes. The small orange burr, the ring of fire resistance, which I don't have. What's it? Red stone plate ring, something like that. Flash sweat. Yeah. By the way, get ready for an invader over here. This guy also can do rare drops, so I recommend you gear up for farm when you fight this guy. You might get something special. Wow, he's got a lot of poison. Didn't get knocked down. What he did that time? Oh, mama! Tough guy, eh? Okay, got him. But yeah, he can like drop the Minotaur helm and some other cool shit, so. Most invaders can drop something cool. Recommend you farm them. Or be in farm gear when they show up. Wow, almost 1,000 damage on that guy with a counter hit. Oof. Counter damage in this game is absolutely absurd. That's why if you're going piercing, definitely get that Leo ring and slap it on. You'll be doing buckets of damage. even with like a little rapier, you just be huge amounts. It's crazy. In fact, like one of the good PvE builds just to like rip through this game fast is power stancing rapiers, and you just do so much damage. It's stupid. Okay. Carefully, don't dip right into that lava because you will die, much like the skeleton did. Okay, and you gotta be careful fighting these guys locked on, by the way, because a lot of the times, for some reason, locking on this bridge, you'll end up flying off of it, so try not to fight locked on, unless you know what you're doing. It's just risky. Whoop! Nice try. Two could play at this hammer game. Okay. Man, that feels good. Beating the shit out of these dudes. Don't try and grab that. You will die. Don't also somehow on my first few playthroughs, this ladder was like invisible to me. It kind of blends in with the the metal bars behind it. I didn't see it for the longest time. It's another pathetic noob story for you there. But yes, do not miss this ladder because there's a bonfire up here, and more importantly, the most beautiful thing of all, this lever. Which turns off the fire throughout the entire keep, letting you snag all the items. Isn't that great? Yes, it is great. Okay, down we go. To fight the Iron King. Mainly though, I'm here because I need to farm these guys. This is the main reason I came. I intend to wear most of their armor. Really hope that I don't have to you gotta be careful attacking them from behind, because a lot of the times they will just fucking drop right on you. You know, by doing their fallback. It's a very fast attack. So, if you're gonna attack them from behind, most of the time I recommend you bait them into falling, and then you follow up. Since I'm one-shotting them. Nice, got the armor. Just need 2 more parts now. But that can wait. I'll probably farm it later. Maybe off the video, so you guys don't have to suffer through that. Okay, big damage. You don't need farm gear to fight a boss. Here we go. Now this guy, you can pelt him as he's coming in if you have a ranged attack. Poison arrows are a good idea. After that, it's just baiting him into swinging and following up. Be careful about the fire. If you get hit, it'll knock you back a lot of the times into lava. So don't let that happen to you, because you'll be dead. Laser beam. I really like that attack. It's so cool. Wish I could shoot, you know, fire lasers out of my hands. Sadly, I'm a mere mortal. Ooh. Wow, he is breathing fire a lot today. See that? Instantly knocked back as soon as I get hit. Very risky. Pretty lame boss, though. Usually he doesn't do that. Woo! Uh-oh, secondary. Come on, I just need a tiny hit. Oh god! Okay, that's cool. He had a sliver of... I should have just shot him. I always forget that I'm a sorcerer. God damn it. I don't know why it's so easy for me to forget that. Like, oh yeah, I have a pew-pew. Derp. Well, again, that gives me another farm opportunity, so neat. I feel like I haven't picked up an Estus shard in a while. Okay, gauntlets, sweet, just need legs now. Legs? Damn. That thing will drop down after a few seconds. You can use it as a trap to kill one of the turtle knights if you lure him under the thing. Just don't let it fall on you. Okay, gonna have to change this around again. Here we go. Round 2. Hopefully nothing embarrassing happens this time. See what I mean though? Like, Souls 2, you gotta be careful with these large weapons. Exactly what I'm talking about. Swung myself right off a ledge. Sad. Yeah, so just keep moving to kind of bait him into shooting where you're not. Move away from the hands. Pretty easy, boss. Doomed yourself, Iron King. Defeated. So long, buddy. Forget the name of the demon from Fantasia, but reminds me of that guy. Chernobog? That might be it. It's kind of disappointing how these Primal Bonfire rooms are just so boring. Like, it's literally an empty room. They could have added like some cool like engravings on the wall or the floor, or I don't know, just something other than like an altar, you know? I mean, could have added so many things to add flavor, but instead it's like, oh, okay. But that's just one of the things of Souls 2. That's why people don't like it. It's an adventure, yeah, it's a lot of fun, you know, but it just doesn't have all the polish of the other Souls games. Doesn't have the detail.
You have acquired that.
Why, thank you, yes. Okay, more vitality. I need, how much? 29. Mm-hmm. This build matures at about... It looks like level 154. After that point, I'll be able to start increasing vigor and endurance more. Probably just vigor. Right. So now I have more carry weight. Let's see what I can get away with. Cool. That's probably the best armor I have at the moment. Well, it's too heavy. But that stuff's almost on par with Drang Lake, and it's got higher poise. Very important. Right. I need to keep gaining levels. I need to go to the wharf, I think. Yeah. Did I already go there? I did. Yeah, I'm gonna need some supplies from here. Plus, this is gonna get me in the back way to Lost Bastille. And that is how I will get to the Lost Sinner. Just in case, I'm gonna throw down... Right, if you're dead... Wait, what the hell? Why can't I use it? I'm not offline. Oh wait, yes I am, because my freaking, I didn't go back online after my internet died. That's right. But anyway, like I was saying, if you're dead, one of the quickest ways to get back to life is to use a small sign, kill a few things, you get a silky stone out of it, and you get revived for free. Or you can just pop an effigy. So, whatever. But I'd rather, you know, engage in a bit of jolly cooperation, so we'll see if I get someone at the wharf, who knows? Sometimes you get lucky. Let's put it over here. Wow, there's a lot of signs. People are playing the game, it's just that it's hard to find them. Help me. Bright spot. Bonfire. Ally required. I guess people are having trouble in this spot. Probably be, yeah, it looks like the bleeding monsters are what's giving them a hard time. Oh shit, I should be wearing this. Forgot about that. I played through here with commentary a while back, but it was offline. This is the Souls game we started with, actually, because I figured it would be easier. But, wow, did he fall into a lot of pits in this place. He just loved to go swimming. It's pretty funny. No! This is another mob that will just combo you down if you're not careful. Recommend you clear the barrels away from the chest, because sometimes if you open a chest and the lid hits an object, it counts as hitting the chest, and sometimes it'll just instantly break, which is really stupid. So make sure you clear the stuff away from it. The tracking archers have is really phenomenal. They can tell which direction you're moving, and they're going to shoot where you're going to be. So that's why you kind of want to pay attention to that, and like serpentine and bait them into shooting. Like you'll be going this way, and then after they fire, you veer to the right. That's how you avoid getting shot. Because the archers in this game have incredible accuracy. Because they predict where you're going to be. Getcha. This guy is actually friendly. Don't be alarmed. He will not attack you. You can attack him though, so try not to let that happen. Anyway, he'll follow you around. The main thing is he's carrying a torch, and as you know, probably, some enemies are afraid of torches. So you can see he's gonna follow me around slowly now. I usually don't wait for him, but whatever. If your hands are full and you need a torch, he is friendly. I think they call him the Brave Hollow on the forum, or on the wiki. It's pretty funny. The brave Hollow will follow you. He's not afraid. You gotta talk to her here if you want to summon her for the boss. Again, you gotta summon her 3 times to complete her quest. Jesus, that guy startled me. Okay. Right. Moving on. Don't even bother with these houses, there's no loot. Just pain. Lots of pain. Usually I like to come up here and kind of lure them away. looks like I got them all. I lost the Brave Hello somehow. Oh well. Right, so these are the things that everybody fucking hates, because they bleed you out, and they have really good reach. So, you can bum rush them, you can backstab them, you can shoot them from afar, you can bait their attacks. I'll try and bait this guy. Bait and follow up is very effective, especially for backstabbing. As you can see. So you don't really need a torch to fight these. They are afraid of fire. Torches, rather. So, you can use that, but you don't need it. Just go good. But I mean, if you're coming here right after, Hade's Tower, I can understand how they'd be problematic. You don't want to fight more than one at a time, that's for sure. Very risky. Blocking isn't always effective because they, you know, the bleed goes through shields. This is a trap chest, be careful. Yeah, there's gaps in fire. You know, when this thing shoots out, it's like a fan of arrows. So if you back up a bit, and you stand between the, you know, two of the arcs, you'll be just fine. But I've seen a lot of hosts die opening that chest. It's sad. They don't seem to expect it. Yeah, my poison's finally coming into effect now. Since I have heavier armor on. It's nice. Boing. Right, so another thing I need to farm is the ninja dudes. So since I'm going to be going up against them, maximum farm. No luck, of course. 'Tis a rare drop. Whoa, getting shot at. Ooh, what do we got? What do we got? Not what I wanted. Okay. There's a secret in this room. Do be careful about the poison pots. I will show you a technique right now that can save your butt. All you need is a long pokey thing, which you should have a variety of them by now. Doesn't even matter if you can't use it correctly. You just shield and poke. And that way you don't get poisoned. Shield and poke. If you do that for a host, they are so appreciative. I've had a lot of people bow to me from doing that little trick for them. Because poison, that's 1,000 damage if you don't have a cure. No bueno. Okay. Oh, sweet. What do you know? A summoner. A laggy summoner. Wow, okay. That could trigger at any second now, so I guess I better wait. A lot of the times, though, if it's a laggy summoner, it can take up to a minute to get transferred to their world. Pretty annoying. Aww, feels bad. Anyway, here's the secret I was talking about. Any two-handed attack, I think, can smash that open. I've used a mace before, I believe. So you don't necessarily need a big weapon. Just be ready to smash that lizard when you get through here. This Royal Soldier Ring, if you want to do heavy armor, very advantageous to pick up early on. Let you carry more weight. There's another secret in here. By the way, if I didn't mention it before, the X button is how you open secret doors in Souls 2. A lot of people don't know that. So, one thing I recommend though, if you see it, if you're trying to like tell a host there's a secret, you know, secret door by pointing at it or whatever, and he's smacking it and rolling through it. Obviously, he doesn't know how it works in Souls 2. So one thing you can do is just drop an item. Most of the time, you know, they'll hit X a few times to pick it up, and X is how you trigger the door. So, they'll hopefully figure it out at that point. Like, oh, I hit X and the door opened. Did that yesterday, in fact, in Forest of Fallen Giant. So that was cool. Taught somebody something. Whoa, hello. Now one of everyone's favorite NPCs of Souls 2. Please welcome to the studio, Gavlin.
Who are you? I, Gavlan. Gavlan will, Gavlan deal. Gavlan wants soul. Many, many soul. What you want? With Gavlan, you will, you deal.
Now tell me this guy is not a dwarf. I'll wait. Go on. Tell me it's not a dwarf in the Souls game. It is a dwarf. Look at him. He's friggin' fat, huge beard, loves to drink. He's just an oversized dwarf. And you thought Souls games only had humans in it. Anyway, recommend that you buy poison arrows off this guy. They're pretty cheap, 1,200 souls. Look at that. These are going to be very useful. And if you have souls to spare, also pick up the throwing knives. But I'm going to be more economical and just get the arrows, even though I can't use a bow. Yeah, so even if you don't have the stats for a bow, you can still use poison arrows. They just have reduced effect. So it'll take you like 1 or 2 arrows more to proc poison. But still, you've seen how deadly poison is in this game. It's useful to have a little bit of your own. You gotta be careful with this guy because you don't want him to break the chest. Oh god, no! That was close. Yeah, if he gets stuck, he'll attack whatever's around him. And he could bust your chest open. So, don't let that happen to you. Careful not to hit it yourself. Uh-oh! Don't combo me! Yeah. So you'll find the brigand set over here. To get your bandit swag on. Okay, now this part's a little tricky. There's a lot of dogs. So if you got a big slow weapon and no poise, you're gonna be in a world of hurt! Also, you got this guy shooting you. So, some of you may have been hit here by an arrow and exploded and wondered why the hell did that happen? These containers are full of oil. If you get splashed with oil, then you get hit with fire, you explode. And also if you ever saw any of the Varangian guys hurling like pots at you, like little bottles, those are oil flasks, and those will also coat you in oil, where if you get shot by a flaming arrow or whatever, you explode. There's another invisible dude right here. So yes, if you have been hit with oil, do be extra careful in avoiding any fire damage. Right. Do you see that Pharaoh's Lockstone there? Actually, I forgot an item. Let me go get it. The Pharaoh's Lockstone here lights up that big lamp right above it, which puts light everywhere and will help you against some of the giant claw monsters. But not all of them, because there's still dark places on the map, even despite that. But it helps. So, if you, again, don't want to carry a torch or whatever, and you have a spare lockstone, you could consider that. I usually don't. I like to save the lockstone. It's not really necessary, but I understand that those clawed things are big trouble for a lot of people. Oh yeah, you can also sell shit to this guy. Like, if you're not a mean person, you can just sell these, because they don't mean anything to you. I always do.
Many thanks.
Gavland wheel, Gavland deal. Come to Gavland used car lot. Get deal on wheel. No! Oh god, he got me. The pain. Yeah, these guys dropped the Pyromancer set from Souls 1 if you're interested. The Tattered Cloth. So if you're looking for it, there you go. I just remembered there's a funny part coming up here. So one of the funniest messages I ever read in this game, next to this guy, let's see if this is it. No. It said, magic butthole ahead. And this guy is actually kind of rude. So, I laughed at that for a good 15 minutes straight. It was so fucking funny to me. Magic butthole ahead.
The forces. But never.
I'm not sure what gets him to move to Majula. Maybe you have to kill the boss. Maybe you gotta buy something. But eventually you can get him to move to Majula. Anyway, don't forget to kick open the shortcut. And then we're gonna move on. Oh crap, I need to be alive for, to get what's her name. Okay. Let me take care of these guys. Highly recommend you take care of all these little Varangian dudes first before you summon her, because... And also don't run off without her. If you leave her alone, it's very possible she will get pushed or her AI will be stupid and she'll fall in the water and be dead. Then you gotta go all the way back to the bonfire to reset the summon. So make sure you babysit her a little bit after you summon. Just so she doesn't get herself killed. Because her AI is not very bright. What? Alright. Don't need to kill that guy. Here we go, to the boost. Don't need this ring anymore. Give me that sweet, sweet damage. Okay. Actually, I don't even need my shield. Let's get this out for easier use. So this guy is pretty simple. You bait and counter. Sometimes they'll do a 3-hit combo on that. Watch out for this attack because it can knock you on the ground. Got that long poke. Boom, dead. Easy peasy. Now swap rings. Get that sweet, sweet farm going on. Okay. Make sure you grab the item before you use that thing, because there is no going back. It used to be, the chest used to be back here, and a lot of people would miss it. They'd be like, no! But this is where you get your pyro flame, if you want to be a pyro. Pyromancy is pretty cool in this game just because it gives you a lot of flexibility, because it requires... Well, okay, let's talk that real quick. So in this one, Intelligence and Faith, soft cap is 50, but if you're going for Pyromancy, you need a total of 60 between Intelligence and Faith. So that could be like 10 Intelligence, 50 Faith, could be 30-30, 40-20, whatever you want. As long as between the two of them, it adds up to 60. That's your soft cap for fire damage. Now, hexes, meanwhile, hexes need an even amount, so you're going to want 30-30. That's just how it is. So, 30-30 will give you the most variety, because you can use Pyromancy and hexes, and you can sling a great heal if you need to. which is pretty great, having faith to fall back on and supplement your build. You can also use some of the sorcery support spells if you have 30 intelligence. You could spice stuff down if you really want to, but I'm just thinking like the only thing that you would spice down is damage spells, and if you're going for sorcery damage, then you should have 50 intelligence, not 30. But you can use like fall control, the shockwave spell is okay to knock things like down and away from you. Really can't recommend. There's a lot of useless spells in this game. I'm trying to think what I can even recommend. So if you trigger this, there's a little bit of extra secret loot you can get by riding the top of the elevator. I think you have to face this way to get it? That way to get it? Oh god, now I can't remember. I feel... I might miss it here. Just looking for the opening, looking for the opening. There it is. Hola! Sweet. Yeah. Okay, so you're facing that away. Facing the gate is where the extra loot is at. Cool. Right. So, for miracles, what's a good spell? The, Thunderstorm, whatever, the AoE that throws lightning bolts all around you, that's a good one. Of course, you have your Great Lightning Spear for your spammable, reliable damage. For sorcery, that's more Great Heavy Soul Arrow. Sure, you can get a whole bunch of Crystal Soul Spears, but that requires a shitload of farming and using ascetics. Great Heavy Soul Arrow, though, eventually you can just buy an infinite number of those. And then, I think Great Lightning Spear is limited to like 3 per new game. You can get 3 casts of it. So that and Thunderstorm is good for Faith, and then you have your Magic Barrier if you want. Sunlight Blade. Because really, you should be using a weapon buff in this game. Absolutely. Because it's going to stack with your infusion. And then Heal Spell. Yeah, and that about covers all your attunement slots. Sorcery, though, I always recommend, if you don't have access to Healing Miracle, that you take Warmth. Because it's very efficient, awesome for co-op. Any build can use Warmth, as long as you got a bit of attunement. So on my sorcery, I always slap the Pyro Flame on and take Warmth, in addition to my zappy damage spells. I don't think you should ever slot a spell that you can replicate with an item, because you're just wasting a slot. So like, what's the spell that works like the Alluring Skull? Or whatever they call it in this game. You know, the one that attracts enemies, there's a spell for that. But there's also an item for that, so I don't think that you should waste the slot. Come on, Dogbert. There we go. Now it's pursuer time. While I'm being shot. Be sure not to move too far away from the pursuer. Otherwise he will despawn. You gotta kind of stay near this little arena here. This little like rectangular area. If you move too far that way, he'll despawn. Also, his attacks will cause powder barrels to explode. So you can kind of use that against him if you bait him into attacking it. But if you're not paying attention, he does a wide swing and hits one of these and damages you, then it's not good. So just keep an eye out for that. Should be getting another shard here, I believe. Yeah. I'll take a little pit stop and say hi to McDuff and use the bonfire there. With this hammer, you want to bonfire a lot to keep your durability up. You can't just be cast and repair all the time. Oh! Shit. Right, what else do you want for sorcery? You're gonna want a bunch of Crystal Soul Spear, which you don't get many per attunement slot. You're gonna want the Crystal Soul Mass. Shockwave spell is not a bad one to take. It's quick. You get it from, I think it's, the Frost, you know, the snowy area DLC. I think you get the damaging Shockwave spell from there. You don't really need Fall Control because Cat Ring exists. Yeah, it's kind of lame that sorcery does not have nearly as much utility as miracles. Even pyromancy has good utility because they can do poison and acid and all kinds of crazy shit that they do, you know, and warmth. But sorcery is just like damage. This is all we do here. We just do damage all day, every day. It's like, anything else? Any cool shit I can fill slots with? This room you're gonna run in and run out. Then blow themselves up. You don't need to deal with that. You will need to get this key. You gotta go from the other entrance to the Bastille, you know, from Force Fallen Giant with the bird nest. It's the only way to get that key. So you don't need... Oh my freaking god. Really, doggo? Really, doggo? Oh my god. This stupid hammer. You don't need to kill the Ruin Sentinels, though. You just don't. There's a bit of an ambush here. This guy on the roof. Bait him out first before you do this. Otherwise, it'll be extra distracting and he might get blown up. Shit! Ooh. No, no, no! Oh. Well, that sucked. Oh well. Alright, now I'll drop a small sign here, just in case. Yeah, I tend to play early in the day, which is like European hours, which we can explain why sometimes I have a hard time connecting. Oh! That shouldn't have happened. This isn't a fire damage weapon. Maybe just big weapons make it explode out. I swear to God, Dogbird, if you freaking kill me... Okay. Stupid dogs. Alright. Using this big, clunky hammer. Hard to catch small, fast targets. Like Dogbirds. Okay. Gonna want to take care of this guy, otherwise he'll, you know, get you in the back. Right. Oh! They're not here. Interesting. I guess it's a one-time thing. Okay. So, you are going to want to have fire damage handy so that you can blast open this little secret area. Heyo! I missed. Heyo! Ow. Wow. Okay. Hit me from down there. Cool. Right. A little bit of extra loot. Not that I needed it. What? How did he do that little zoomy maneuver there? Silly, wonky Dark Souls 2. But you know, if you don't let those little quirks of this game piss you off, then you can laugh at them, because they're kind of funny. But I can understand how it's frustrating if you're having a hard time already. You're like, the game's cheating! Death. Death to you, Ninja Man. Forgot to put my, extra farm. Oh, good. Yay, let's see if it actually, you know, works out this time. Yeah. That was quick. Good connection. Rock a Billy go. Hello, Governor. Nice katana. Guess we're doing Ruin Sentinels. Not surprised, a lot of people do need help with that boss. So that armor he's got on right now, that's the Seldora set. It increases the amount of souls you get by 10% per... Ooh, that was close. This guy can also blow open barrels by attacking them. Gotta be careful with that. You get exploded on. Anyway, increases the amount of souls you get. Ooh, hello. Drink. There will be an ambush crew coming through that door. But for some reason they're being stupid right now. Here they come. There should be more. Here they are. Yeah. Whoa! Alright! Got a few of them at least. That's cool. Better top off here. Alright, looks like I'm actually going to last long enough to get a Rune Sentinel kill in. That's fun. So I don't need this anymore. I need this. Make sure I can still roll. Yep. Onward! As soon as you get in here, you need to be ready to defend yourself by rolling or blocking, because he will drop his hammer right on you, just like that. So you attack a couple of times, be ready to counter. One down. You can get a couple of pew-pews on this guy if you're quick, but you gotta watch out, because when he jumps up, he comes up swinging. Unless the NPC... Yep, the NPC thing took that away from us. Oh, shit! Good damage. Oof! Come on now. Yeah! 2 down. Three down. Yeah, boy. Let me get a warg. Warg! Oh yeah, you're welcome, buddy. Take care now. Good game. I bet he was stuck on that for a while. And now I get a free revive. And a silky stone. Right. Moving on with the adventure. Score some loot. Always nice to lend a hand. Feels good. Love co-oping. Okay. I just wish it was more consistent. The further up you go, the thinner it is. I was playing Dark Souls Remastered, the summons at Sen's Fortress were so far apart. It was frustrating because I really love co-oping there. It's tons of fun. But that made me sad. Whoa! Forgot about that. So if you do kill Ruined Sentinel, then you get an awesome key, which you can use. Don't worry about these guys, they don't aggro. You can use the awesome key on this door. Get our old pal Strayed back, the rudest man in all of Drain Lake. Dang, that's a lot of souls I got there. I'm not ready to go back yet. So, if you ever had trouble talking to Strayed, it's because you're a bandit and you have 1 intelligence. You need 3 intelligence to be able to talk to Strayed. And the only reason, or the only class that doesn't start with 3 is the bandit. So, you'll need to bump your int up to 3 if you want to learn this gesture and you want to trade for fossil stuff or, you know, buy spells and things. And I know bandit can be tempting. But I would ask you to consider Knight instead. Because Knight starts out with the same... Okay, so you choose Bandit because you're trying to minimize the amount of intelligence. Like basically, it's proclaiming, I'm not doing magic. That's why you roll Bandit. Because it has very low... It has 1 int and I think 8 faith. So it adds up to 9. However, the Knight also adds up to 9. He's got 3 int and 6 faith. Attunement, also the bandit only has 2 attunement, whereas the knight has 4. But listen, eventually you're going to have attunement anyway, because even if you are only strength dex, at some point you're going to have attunement for a little bit of pyromancy on the side, for at least warmth, or maybe poison or toxic, because those are very effective on bosses. It's going to happen. So, if you don't want to have to spend 2 level ups on intelligence, go knight. That's my advice to you. Still very effective for a melee build. Explodey guy is going to come around the corner here in a second. There you are, Explodey guy. I'm going to leave you behind. Watch out for this guy because he could accidentally shoot one of those explodey barrels and then, you know, you get exploded. Oh look, here he comes. Oh no. Hey, I said you've gone too far, go back home. Okay, so come on up here. The first time you come up here, there's a little event that happens. It's easy to miss. The gargoyles, see them right there? Hello. Anyway, if you're just like, ooh, bonfire, then you won't see them and you'll be like, what the hell's roaring at me? So, in case you missed it, right, this is the bonfire I wanted to go level up from. Not gonna risk that many souls going to fight the Lost Sinner. Okay, I got a shard as well, yeah. Let's do that. Give me that sweet OJ. Still focusing on vitality up to 29. So much power! Right, I forgot my farm ring. Okay. So, wait, let's talk about weight real quick. You can see in the bottom right corner, my percentage. As long as you're 70% or less, you should be able to roll. But the question is, how far? The lower your equip weight is, the further your roll actually goes. Whereas if you're 70, you basically just roll in place. So, yes, you have the same amount of iframes are based on agility. Before we get that out of the way. But if you need to, like, get away from an attack, having a lower weight percentage is good, because you roll further away, which can save you from a couple of hits. So, If you ever wondered why am I not getting anywhere when I roll, it's because you're at, you know, the maximum allowed weight for rolling. In most cases, though, who gives a shit? 70% weight, you'll be fine. Mostly, you don't have to worry about that. Okay, let's see if I have any spells I picked up. Oh, wow. Great Heavy Soul Arrow. I'm not smart enough. Yeah, I haven't really been worrying about my intelligence yet, because I frankly don't need it. But I do have 3 attunement slots. What else can I get? Most of this stuff isn't even worth slotting. Screw it. Okay. Where the hell was I? Yeah, Lost Sinner. Here we go. Taking care of all those bosses. Did I get this item? Nope. Just very carefully inch forward onto that ledge. Get ready for an ambush. Usually there's a guy comes up from behind. Guess today he don't want it. Nope, here he comes. Oh! Whoop! Okay. Yeah, last thing you want is to get hit while you're looting this and pushed off the edge there. I hate the quick shot that they can do. The double fire. So annoying. Wish I could reload that quick. But I guess that kind of training only comes from being a Dragon Lake soldier. So you can see the item down there. You'll have to step off this elevator early to pick it up. But you know, try not to take fall damage, so not too early. Okay, now I'm gonna get Luca. Which is good, because there's a very annoying boss down here. And the water makes you move slow, which makes it even harder to get away from it. Big damage. Luca is pretty much a tank, though, so that's good. She could take a lot of punishment. Titanite chunk. Neat. Yep, illusory wall here, but be careful, because if you go see those bloodstains, there's a ledge right there. So don't go too far out. Just grab the side and then leave. That's all you want to do. Okay, Blossom Kite Shield's good. That's like the grass crest. You put it on your back, you get more stamina. So actually I'm going to start using that for boss fights to replace this shield. Clear these guys out. If you have the key from Ruin Sentinels, you can open this door. And you can also open... There's another locked door on the other side. There is a invisible guy here. Okay, so yeah, if you have the Ruin Sentinel key, you can open this door. That Hade Knight always drops the spear. So if you want a guaranteed drop, get it from that dude. Very effective on a faith build. Otherwise, if you don't have that key, you need to pull that lever down there. And when you pull that lever, it wakes up every explodey guy down here. So what you want to do is clear out these chambers first, so you don't get swarmed with them. So there are definitely some benefits to doing Ruin Sentinel, but they are skippable if you either don't want the hassle or you don't need any of the gear. Which in my case I don't. Whoa, hello. Okay, let's see if I got them all. We'll find out in a moment. Because they'll come running. Oh, one left. Luca, what are you doing? She looks stuck. Why are you all the way over here? I swear she was following me. Come on. This AI. Sometimes it's just so dumb. Okay. Also, if you have the key from the Ruined Sentinels, you can open up these doors on the side, and if you bring a torch in there, you can light up the flame. If you light up both sides, then the arena for fighting Lost Sinner will be lit, which means you can lock on further away. And some people say that she moves slower or something when the torches are lit. I don't think that's true. My best advice for fighting this boss, a good shield. Because it basically nerfs her. She can't hurt you if you're blocking. Because she just does pure physical. So, good shield is my advice to you to kill the Lost Sinner. She's quite quick, so you're gonna have to get hits in while you can. Oh, I missed. And she does hit hard. So, if you're gonna use shield, definitely 100% physical block, or you're gonna feel it. Wow, good damage, Luca. Not as good as mine. Dope. Gotcha. Easy peasy. Right, I keep forgetting I can slap on these gesture gloves for a little boost of souls. You gotta be quick though, there's less lag time to swap items around in this one than Souls 1 or 3. So really, you only have time for like 1, maybe 2 at most swaps before you get the souls. Oversight ahead? This doesn't... What am I looking at here? What's the oversight? Maybe the seam on the wall? There's a lot of stuff like that. Little flaws in Souls 2. Another empty Primal Bonfire room. How boring. Really hate that. It really kind of like makes it seem insignificant. You're like, oh, that's it? It's just a regular looking bonfire in an empty room? Like, why is this even special? They don't really explain it. Dumb. Okay, time to level. Get up off your feet, come on, I don't pay you to sit around. All these souls I'm giving you. 29. Okay, now I'm gonna need intelligence after this point. Gotta get that up to 50 so I can use the big staff, because if you're doing sorcery, that's the one you want. The next spot that I want to go is... Yes! Through here, to Brightstone Coves. Because reasons. Now, I wonder if I picked up, Nope. Okay, moving on. Dwarf, 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 dwarf power. Dwarf, 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 dwarf. Haha, I didn't even need to back that one. Alright, these guys do drop good stuff, so I'm gonna wear Maximum Farm. Be careful with this guy. You can break that chest easily if you, like, swing through him. So be careful. By the way, if you've never done a Germ cosplay build, it's so fun. Highly recommend it. Just make the biggest, fattest dwarf you can. If you play around with the face during character creation, you can really stretch it out to give like a truly large beard, and that's fun to have. But you really got to like stretch your chin out And just remember that you won't be able to see your upper face with the helmet, so it doesn't really matter what your upper face looks like. So just try and do what you can to stretch out your lower face. Like a Gurren cosplay. In a previous video, I was musing about the Catacombs blacksmith Vamos in Dark Souls 1, and how he is quite a large skeleton. You know, he's very wide, and he has a beard. I was just kind of like, maybe he's a Gurm skeleton, you know? Did you ever think about that? Seems to fit. And then also there is... Well, okay, I'm just gonna call them elves for simplicity's sake. There's a couple of elves in the Souls series. So in Souls 3, there's Yorshka, and she has pointy ears. She's also a weird half-dragon hybrid freak, so maybe not an elf, but she has pointy ears. And Ciaran, or Kieran, or as Vadi calls her, but I don't think... I don't recall ever hearing her name pronounced in the game, so I've always said it as Ciaran. Sounds more elegant to me than Kieran. She also is very elfy in nature. And she's not human. As she says, you humans, blah blah. So despite being human sized, she's not human. So what is she then? Well, could be an elf. Maybe they're just like super rare and secretive. Whoa! Settle down, fellas. Trying to turn me into a pincushion. Come on now. Fighting these guys is annoying because they seem to block randomly. And then, you know, your weapons will bounce off of them and you'll get fucked up because they can attack while blocking. Shoot. There's a guy right here. Careful you don't bump into him because the flap of the tent kind of blinds you as you first come in. So you could just slam right into that guy and then get poked. You don't want that. To preserve your weapon's durability, you can use your fist on these or parry them on it. And just do something to kind of, you know, not burn out your weapon breaking down the stupid scaffolding. Yeah, pigs drop green blossoms and smooth and silky stone, and they might drop titanite as well. So if you want to farm pigs, knock yourself out. Also, the peasants will sometimes drop titanite chunks, which is pretty significant, and large titanite as well. To get into this well, all you do is sprint straight into the hole. Don't jump, don't roll, don't get fancy with it, just sprint into the hole. Now for the Staff of Wisdom. Shit! That was very close. Like I said, if you don't kill them on the third attack, they will spring open and eat you. He nearly did. You want to explain to me how... Oh, right. Really? One hit from this huge hammer is not enough to break that wagon. Okay. Okay. Sounds cool. Boulder traps. Pay attention. Remember, it rewards you for having perception. You have to kind of linger near that guy if you want to get hit by the trap, otherwise he'll follow you too quickly. But it's funny when it happens. A lot of the times this guy will somehow get himself killed by spraying the trap. No! So to ensure that you don't kill yourself, you can use the old safety poke maneuver. Okay. These guys hit hard because their weapons are enchanted with dark, so keep in mind that that's a thing. They may look like mere peasants, but they still hit really hard. Look, Titanite chunk, see? So it's an okay spot to farm them if you know, exhausted the better places. If you come here on New Game Plus, something cool will happen, but only on New Game Plus. So, really, there's actual value to New Game Plus in this one compared to the other games, because you see different things. Different stuff happens. It's cool. They should have done that with the other games, really. New Game Plus is one of the few things that Dark Souls 2 did right. Okay, now, this next part. There's going to be a huge ambush of spiders. If you want the loot from this chest, you need to loot it immediately. Don't get scared. This is not going to hurt you. It's just an alarm trap. So you grab the loot. Otherwise, the spiders, 9 times out of 10, will break that chest, and then you won't get the loot. Ow. Well, how did I not get multiple hits that way? Okay, I'm losing frames. I need to change gear. Alright. Spiders are capable of doing tremendous amounts of damage. Oh shit! Oh, I thought I was fat rolling. But it's spider web. Damn, they're no longer in the choke point. This is bad. Because yeah, they're quick and they hurt. A lot. You gotta be ready for these spiders. They also have a grapple attack that I think only works if they get you from behind. But I swear I've been hit with it from the front before too. But it seems to happen more commonly when they leap on you from behind. And you do not want that. It hurts a lot. There's a secret door here. I'm sure there's a few little secret things in this game that I don't know about. Mostly the invisible guys and butterfly locations, you know, the extra loot stuff. I know there's some I've never seen before. This spider will drop down when you exit this room. Okay, now for the easy part. Farm gear in here is not a terrible idea. They actually can drop things rarely. Like the Warlock mask. Take out the clerics first, because they can heal others. And also cast that buff on themselves. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Fuck shit. Oh no! That attack does hurt a lot, so make sure you don't get hit by it. Nighty night. Sleep tight. Alright. Steer right. And bowling. Anyway. Butterfly. Up there. Kind of hard to get a lock on. Come on up here and talk to this guy. If you need to farm spiders, because they drop a wide variety of weapons, this is an easy spot to do it, because these spiders will not fight back until you hit them. You just got to be careful that you don't smack the NPC while you're at it, for obvious reasons.
So, you regret.
I like his, he's got such like a gravelly voice. Makes him creepy. Good voice actor on this guy. Right, so if you do hit an NPC that turns hostile, you can use Ask for Pardon. Also in Souls 2, I haven't mentioned this yet, they have an interesting mechanic where you can resurrect NPCs that you've killed temporarily. So when they die, they leave behind a gravestone. You talk to the gravestone and it's like, you can revive for X amount of souls. And then they'll be back until you leave the area. Now, it does take a certain amount of time for the gravestone to appear. I'm not sure what determines how much time it takes, but it does take time. So if you don't see it yet, go do more stuff in your game and come back later. So all is not lost if you accidentally kill someone. Or purposely kill someone to get their loot, I don't know. But you can revive them. I will now show you the shortest route to get through this place. And also how to get to the, yeah, try rolling and then hurrah for bonfire. Don't roll though, just carefully step forward. You don't want to have any momentum going down there, otherwise you'll miss it. And there will be a ton of spiders down here as well, so be ready for that. I find it's easier to get right into the thick of it. That way you can just swing your weapon and clip a whole bunch at once. Open this door before you use the bonfire, because it respawns the spiders. Every time you get up from this bonfire, get ready to fight those spiders. You will have to, otherwise they will creep up behind you. And that's not good. Another thing you want to do, I guess I'll just show you right now. From the chapel threshold, there's a few reasons why you're going to walk through this zone multiple times. So, reason number one. There is a lizard over there. Easiest way to get it, leap from here and sneak up on the fucker and just smash him. Because he doesn't seem to move unless you come from this direction, and then he starts running immediately. Anyway, once you're done there, keep moving along. Don't hesitate too long because they're just going to keep casting shit at you. And then come in here, Estus Shard. Okay, now there will also be an NPC Phantom Invader as soon as you head over in this direction, so get ready for that. And a whole lot of spiders, and it's just going to be utter chaos because you're also getting pelted by these goddamn things. But this room can give you some degree of safety. Just get ready because, spiders and NPC Phantom, all kinds of shit is going to be coming to get you. Oh, it's a Forlorn? Oh shit, this is not the guy I expected. It's supposed to be a Bowman. Well, this is worse. How dare you. Have a seat. You look tired. How's the weather? Oh, I missed. Oh. No! He's so good at rolling. Oh god. Look at that. Perfectly timed AI rolls. Okay. There will be another one though. And I don't want to miss him, so I'm going to reset the encounter. But the main reason I came down here is because this bird teaches you fall control. And if you're a sorcerer, this is a cheaper alternative than buying the cat ring. And more effective. The cat ring seems to have a limit on how much fall damage it reduces. But not fall control. That's just like no fall damage at all, period. Pretty great. Okay. It also sells a few unique weapons and also trades for boss souls. In fact, Let's see if he has anything I want. Nope. Or she, I guess. Okay, I need to repair before my hammer shatters. You gotta keep an eye on it, because often this hammer won't warn you it's breaking until it's too late. Because it only does it at a certain percentage of durability. And it will, in those cases, already be too low. Come on, spiders. No, I missed. Gotcha. Ow. Woo! Spider again! Oh god, no! More spiders! And balls! Blue balls! Oh god, that hurt a lot. Running. Keep your blue balls away from me. I'm not interested in what you are selling, sir. Oh god, run for cover. Where is the invader? He should be here. Aha! Yeah, oh, I got spiders incoming too. Damn it. Hey, a drop. Royal Swordsman armor, just what I always wanted. That guy does tend to mess up and slip off his ledge quite a lot. Okay, getting to this spider boss is really the hard part. It's not the spider boss itself, it's just getting there. By the way, that red titanite lizard thing will explode if you hit it or get too close to it, so don't mess with that, because oftentimes the explosion will knock you right into this pit of death. Okay, 40 grand. How much is it to level right now? 12,000? Really, I just want to have Palestis for the boss. It's fine. It's fine. I'll be fine. We're all fine here. How are you? Whoop. Once you're inside here, you'll be relatively safe. You might have a few straggler spiders follow you in, like so. But you should not be getting shot by spells anymore, at least. Oh crap, is there another one? Oh my god, where do you guys come from? What the crap? Why? Oh god. He shot me with the shotgun. The wizard shotgun. Okay. Bashful Ray, one of the cutest characters they ever made because he lives up to his name. I will show you him in a minute, actually, because I just think it's really kind of an adorable character they did. Okay. Now this is an NPC with character. So he's shy, bashful. Let's see if he'll do it. Yep. He's got the binoculars, because, like, he'll look at you from afar, but he won't get close. It's pretty cute. Binoculars. Anyway. I guess by moving I kind of glitched him out of it, but normally he'll stare at you for a little while with the binoculars. Because he's shy. He's bashful. Okay, these guys, when you kill them in melee, sometimes they just randomly will hit you for free. Pretty annoying. Just be aware it can happen. So, if you're like low on health or something, make sure you heal before you finish off one of those spider dudes. Or you will die. Unexpectedly. And then you'd be like, what the hell, this game's cheating. Okay, so these spikes will hurt you, and more importantly, they'll break your gear. So if you do go into the spikes to get the loot, make sure that you strip down so you don't break all your stuff. And you can trigger these guys just by shooting one, and then they all start, you know, taking damage and whatnot. I'm coming for you. Whoop! Wow, Bashful Ray is having a hard time down there. Okay, so like I was saying, when you get this loot, you're gonna want to go naked. That just means armor and rings. It doesn't mean weapons and shields are unaffected for whatever reason. Armors and rings, though, will break. As every single spike, even though it doesn't deal a lot of damage to you, counts as a hit for durability purposes. Alright, excuse me a second. I'm gonna take out the mic here. Okay, I am plugged back in. Moving on to the room of many spiders. You can quickly grab this if you want for a little extra help. And also fighting them at the doorway is a good choke point. Or you could use a lot of phantoms to distract them. Wow, they hurt. Oh my god. Very nearly died. Okay, cool. So this NPC, this is Manhunter O'Hara, an absolute honeypot in Souls 2. Probably the top contender for like NPC waifu material. Just look at her little outfit. She's got so much fashion going on with the hat and the boyfriend shirt that she has on, you know. And not to mention her miniskirt and heels. Like, she's just got so much to look at. And then to top it all off, she's a badass who only uses bows. Manhunter O'Hara. What a great character. I really wonder who designed her. I wonder if it was like a woman who was like, yo, I can be deadly and sexy at the same time, or if it was a guy who was like, yo, I'm just gonna make like this really lewd character. So, I don't know. Who knows? Just very curious to meet whoever made her. I have a cosplay build of her for Souls 3, and it is so fun using nothing but ranged attack. See, all she has is a crossbow and that great bow. It's really funny. Down, Bessie. Okay, back it up. Back it up now. There we go. This will trigger another small ambush here, this item. Oh, spider! Ooh, I didn't kill him. Alright. Nice shot. No, I want the loot. Give. Okay. Moving on. There's so many NPC phantoms in this level, it's crazy. There's even one more at the bottom. So you could have a full party by the time you fight the spider boss. And you know what's great? It actually feels like a party, because all the phantoms are so different. You know, you have your ranger, manhunter, and then you have this rogue ninja guy right here, and then the one at the bottom is just like a knight. So you get like a cool variety, and it actually feels like you have a party with you. It's kind of nice. Just another reason why Souls 2 makes a better single-player game than it does anything else. You should think of Souls 2 as kind of like Dragon Age, I guess, in a way. Because it just has so much content. And all the fun NPC phantoms you could summon. I really enjoy the flavor they added in with Scholar of the First Sin. Ow. Wow, that didn't kill him. Okay. Alright, everything has boosted defense and HP because of the phantoms. Yeah, I should not be expecting to one-shot everything. Okay. Oh, missed. She does good damage too. Really, such a cool build, that Manhunter. Right, so here's the night dude I was telling you about. Oh, what? How did I miss? Okay. Oh, parrying dagger. Neat. Yep, so we have the Fencer Knight. He took out his... Look, see? He just loves looking at Phantom. I guess he's... Whoa! Programmed to do that to other Phantoms as well. That's funny. Yeah, he just peeks at people because he's so shy. Look at this cool party of stalwart adventurers. I really have been meaning to set up my gestures. I'll just do that now. This is where my bow should be. Most of these I actually like. Wave, I never like wave. Mock is such a good... I don't know. Every time I'm playing with someone, like a friend or my sister, and they're like, where do I go or whatever, in order to prevent spoilers, I'm always like, here, look at me. I don't know. Cracks me up. Anyway, so we got Cool Ranger, Rogue, Fighter, Sorcerer, I guess. Alright, full party. So fun, let's do it. This is gonna be great. Yeah, spider. Wow. I'm so shocked that it's a spider. Like, I didn't see that coming, did you? I would have expected anything but that. Oh, my weapon actually might break right in this boss. It would not surprise me. Oh, not good. Really got to keep moving in this fight. A couple attacks and time to move on. Shit! Get out of the way! That stuff is acid. It will break your gear. I'm not to get hit. Easier said than done, I'm sure. Whoa! Huge damage. One more. You know, if you do enough damage to a head, you can actually knock the head off and then you can kick it around like a soccer ball. It's pretty funny. Don't forget to grab this little thing. Easy to forget that. And then you're like, I thought I got all the Lord Souls. What's going on here? And then you come back and you're like, oh yeah. Damn it. This is a cool little, like, Duke's Archives type of spot. That's what this is supposed to be. The equivalent of Duke's Archives, this zone. That's why, when you fight the giant spider on New Game Plus, you get Seed Soul, which you need for Moonlight Greatsword or Crystal Soul Spear. Another one down. Okay, we're almost out of time for today. But we shall keep pushing on. Eventually I'm going to have to figure out what weapon I'm going to use to replace this one. Probably just a different big-ass hammer. Right. Intelligence. Dun -dun -dun. I gotta figure out where the hell I get, Great Magic Weapon from. Yeah, I sure don't have it. Fall control. Good, just in time, because the last soul that I need is actually down that hole. Isn't that wonderful? Okay. Fall control. So you don't actually need to buy this dude's ladder if you have enough vitality. Even without fall control. Or the cap, you know. If you have enough vitality, you can actually pull this off. So don't buy his ladder, ever. Unless you, for some reason, need it. Look at that, no damage at all. Full control is the best fall damage mitigator. Better than cat ring. So if you're a sorcerer, pick that up. Hell, if you have 15 intelligence, you can use this thing. So Pyromancer, Hexer, odds are they'll be able to use it. If you need to get warmth early in the game, you can get it from here. The rats have a chance to drop it. So a lot of low-level builds will come here just to pick up warmth. And you can too. Okay, gotta line up the shot, and whee! You know what's the worst though? Having your fall control run out mid-fall, and then you just splat. It's a bit unfair, but it can happen. Okay, so to get this thing, you gotta be quick, because after you kill it, you gotta grab the loot, because after a couple of seconds, it falls through the gap, like that. Stupid. Boing. Now that item over there, it actually is possible to jump from here to get it, but it's really hard to kind of time that jump. Oh, I'll just give it a shot. Nope, didn't do it right. No! That was close. I'll just do this. Easy. Another one? Nope, okay. Good old great heal. By the way, this bot gets pretty many on New Game Plus. Definitely come back here and check that out. It's gonna be fun. By the way, these Cyan Knights, if you want to farm for their gear, there's only like a couple of them before the castle. This is one of them. The other one is on the way to the wharf, No Man's Wharf. So make sure you kill them with maximum farm. Maybe save scum if you're going for like the halberd or something like that. Fall control is also very useful in this area. Because then you could just freely, just, you know, just fucking jump all over the place. Don't gotta worry about nothing. Incredible. Okay. So once you have that token of spite, if you're doing like an offline playthrough or whatever, or you don't want to invade, but you still want to join the Brotherhood of Blood to get the items, this is what you need. One token of spite is enough to join them. In case you forgot, that covenant is located after the horse boss in Huntsman's Copse. Right, boing. A little extra loot. So you might have noticed while jumping in this game, sometimes you jump long, sometimes you jump short. There is a reason for that. I don't quite remember the mechanics, but it has something to do with where your camera's angled. Like if you're looking up, then you leap further, and if you're looking down, then you leap shorter. Some shit like that. I don't know. You can experiment, look it up on your own, but yes, there are two different jumps. And there is something that influences which way you go. So if you manage to light every single torch in the gutter, you get invaded by a special phantom that drops the full witch set, including the veil, like not the hat, you know, the rare veil. But you gotta light every torch down here, and there's always a couple that you miss, and then you gotta look online like, well, where are they? Unless you do it a lot, I guess you'd memorize it, but... Oh, hang on, is that... No, okay. So I'm just gonna show you a quick and direct route through the gutter now, if you follow me along. This is the route I always take. It's quite efficient. I'll probably do a separate video at some point showcasing the quick route through the gutter. I also meant to do the quickest route through the depths, but then I never had a character in position to do that because I had already killed Kirk, and that matters because it's one of the things you don't want to skip. Be careful about these guys with the blade. They will do tremendous damage if it's the Dark Enchanted Blade. Gonna want to break those open because they'll spit at you and knock you out of animations and stuff. Leave me alone! Alright, so you're gonna come back here to get the little secret area. You should be able to drop... Yeah, there's wood down there, so you can drop here. Yeah. And turn around and come over here. And then from here, you can drop down there. So, oh, these are the dark blades. Yeah, these are the ones that hit really hard. Also, these guys, when they drop loot, if you're not quick, it will fall through the floor. Just like the other stuff. But if you come down here, you get the full tattered set. You get this Hade Knight. And there's an Estus shard around here somewhere too. And the Aros set. So make sure you get all this good shit. Okay. This guy... He always drops the weird Hade Knight helmet. And the lance. Oh, by the way, the spear is better for the lance if you're... Better than the lance if you're going Faith. Because it has higher lightning damage. So when you infuse it with lightning, which you should on all Hade weapons, it just becomes astronomical. Really maxed out 50 Faith, a lightning infused Hade Knight spear with the lightning clutch ring. It's pushing 700 something damage, which is like... Remember, this hammer hits for 700. So that's like ultra greatsword damage levels. For a spear, which is super quick. And it's a spear. Which is like one of the best PvP weapons, you know, because it's a long poke. And you can pair that up with the Leo Ring for even more damage. It's just absolutely bonkers. One of the most damaging weapons in the game if you know what you're doing with it. It's just I've done that build so many times that I'm sick of it now, but... It's very hard to compete with that weapon. Okay, back to the efficient run. Through the depths. I mean, through the goddamn gutter. Wow. Watch out for this big dog thing. Oh, something fell. That's funny. Be careful to avoid the center of this area because you will fall through. And that will not be efficient. So move around the edges. There's going to be an explodey guy on this bridge. Don't get exploded off of it, because that'll be painful. Uh-oh. Ow. Roll. That statue will catch you if you don't roll. Watch out for this explodey guy. He will always blow his barrels up himself. So keep your distance until he does that. Don't need to worry about the weird bug thing over there. This is a good place to stock up on poison throwing knives, which you will actually put to use later in this same area. So if you feel like farming a few. They drop them pretty regularly, I noticed. Smash this fucking thing. Alright, now, bonfire, yay! See how easy that was? That's like the quickest route through here. Of course, it won't get you all the torches, but if you just don't need that stuff, then there's no point. Okay, taking this ladder down. Watch out for this dude. Then there's another ladder. There's gonna be a whole bunch of dark blade dudes down here. Do be careful, because they hurt a lot, like I said. Oh, look at that! One single attack. Almost half my life. Insane. Oh, I have too many life gems. Shit. Bummer. See, I knew I had to stockpile them eventually, and I forgot to do that. Now I have too many. By the way, if you want to get the Great Club early, it's very possible to do that. You just need 20 vigor, or you just buy the cat ring like super early on. Come down here, get that, boom. Very dependable strength weapon early on. Okay, so again, these things have acid in them, which will break your gear. So you want to use the pokey trick once more. Shields up, poke. And then you can move on. Into one of the worst, most annoying zones in the game. The wonderful Black Gulch. Full of stupid poison statues that are stupid. Okay. The enemies here actually are a decent farm for large and titanite chunk. But if you're going to do that, you are going to want to obliterate all these statues, otherwise it's just going to be that much harder for you. Getting staggered all the time, getting poisoned. Because you got to remember the stagger that the poison inflicts upon you when you get shot with that little blob of it. And that can leave you open to getting hit by one of the enemies. So in order not to burn out your weapon, of course this is easier with a spear. You just come through here, beat all these things down. And they don't reset unless you leave the area. So you can like get poisoned, burn out all your Estus, and then go rest and like come through it again. They don't respawn unless you die or somehow the area gets reloaded. Oh god! Yeah, funny enough, it'll stagger them too. You gotta watch out for these, but mostly they're harmless as long as you stay at their base. But if they pull back into the hole, you need to get out of the way immediately, because they can actually knock you off the ledge with that thrust attack that they do. Oh god, more poison. Whoa! See that? I have been pushed off the ledge more than once by that stupid thing. Okay, should be in the clear now. There will be an invader, or two. If you bring phantoms with you here, you will get 2 invaders at once. So, beware. They are immune to poison. Very cheatery. But whatever, game had to do it, I suppose. Oh no! Usually if he gets you once, he will get you twice, so watch out for that. Okay, one down. There's a bonfire over here, slightly hidden. Highly recommend you use it at the cost of the branch. It's very much worth it, as you will be doing a few things over on this end of the Black Gulch. And after you rest, you better get ready for round 2 with the Wild Child, as his brother will come to kill you. There it is. Shit! Strength against strength. Who will win? Who will be the strengtherist? These guys are decent at rolling, and they will go for backstabs as well, so do watch out for that. You do not want to go into this fight poisoned, so if you do get caught with poison while you're running in, make sure you cure it, because you will seriously regret that decision. Okay, for this guy, you better have your rolls tight. You better not be wearing any gear you don't have the stats for. You need to be able to roll in this fight, or you will just get absolutely destroyed. Oh god. Also, don't stand in the fire. Don't get grabbed. Don't do this, don't do that. You can't tell me what to do. See, he's got these wide arcing swings. You gotta have good rolls for that stuff. You only want to attack 1 or 2 times, so you can be ready to react, because he is kind of quick sometimes. Oof! And he's got big reach on that swing. What? Running, running, running. Don't stand in the fire. Definitely get out of the way of that attack. You can actually knock his arms off if you hit them multiple times, which is funny, because, you know, you can actually knock both of his arms off and then he just kind of flails around a little bit, but eventually his arms will regenerate them. So try and capitalize on that quickly if you get it to happen. Fire, fire, fire! Oh, so hot. Not in a good way. Right, if I'm not mistaken, the castle is open now. I think I killed all 4 of them. I feel like I always forget one. Ugh. Nope, we're on track. As soon as you see this guy, the castle's open. Hello, Stinky. Blah, 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 dark side. Blah, 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 the force. Nito Mosquito. Farewell. Right, so I'm almost out of time here. I will be doing a little bit of farming offline, so next time you see this character, he might be looking different, because I'll have his swag gear, finally. Hopefully that was some good pro tips you gleaned from watching this. A little insights on how to do things efficiently. You know, streamline your play, make it easier for you. Hope so, that's my goal. Let's keep cranking that intelligence until I hit 50. Alright. And of course, don't go hollow. The worst thing you can do. Don't give in to despair. Never give up. Never surrender. There's a lot of things in today's world that you look at and you say, well, what's the point in trying? It seems very common in today's youth especially. They say, well, this is too hard, I give up. You know? I have seen people who will play League of Legends until it gets hard, and then they quit and make a new account so it'll be easy again. And it's like, you're not going to improve that way. You gotta actually fight the hard people. You know, learn from them. So, same thing with dating, same thing with art, writing, whatever. Don't give up. You just gotta keep plugging away at it, no matter how much it sucks, until you finally get good. That's how you don't go hollow. This game's made a lot of people rage quit and quit on it and give up. But nothing compares to the feeling of finally conquering it and making the game your bitch. So, yeah, keep playing. Try new things. Challenge yourself. Find a way to break the PvP meta. That's my current struggle right now. So yes, take that message to heart. Don't go hollow. And I'll see you next time. Oh yeah, don't forget to follow on Twitch, like and subscribe on YouTube, etc. Help me out. If you care. Alright, bye.